Hello everybody and welcome back to Granite Shores and City Skylines, where today hopefully we'll be filling in, or at least starting to prep to fill in. And this is what I came up with. This is not what we're going to go with the idea for the roads, but you know what? This is absolutely ridiculous. So we are getting rid of actually all of it. So just like that. Okay, now let's back these up. Oh man, that frog got me early today. Woo. Anywho, now, as I was saying, what we're going to actually do today is, or how this is actually going to work, is that we're going to stretch this out at 31 apiece, because that is even across the entire thing, and we're going to have it connect here. Right? That was at the 31? That was. Okay. So we're going to have the highway sections connect here. I want it to be into this. And I'm thinking radially, we're going to just leave that road right there just to ensure that that node stays. And it should be this node. Yes. We're just going to leave those there just so that those nodes stay. And we're going to have the highways, both directions, coming on and off at those points. That way they can choose whether to go this way, to go that way, or to come through the middle. And the middle will obviously be the heavier, as it will have more of what everybody's going to want to go to. So we do still need to make sure that the middle here is actually a very heavily processing road. So let's put that through. Let's upgrade this back to these. Now what I'm thinking with that is that if we have a little cut through, people will want to use that road a little bit more to, say, turn right, which could help in that, let's upgrade those, in that people turning left right here will interfere with people turning right, although I guess no one should be going straight through, and that would be the big problem. That as long as they don't... Can we stop highlighting stuff? As long as they don't cross each other, I guess it would actually be just fine. Now, people coming from this way and this way. We almost need to make sure that they don't go through this intersection. Which makes me think that we do something similar to the... Well, that makes me think that this just is going to have to separate into 4 different roads right at this point. So, let's back those off. Each of those should be equal distance from each other. That should be 20. Yep. Okay, so we're going to have 4 single direct or one-ways. Single direction roads. So if we... Wow, the 45 cannot link to anything. So that's partially a problem. Goes out 6. Oh, wow. Why do you sink into the road? Or sink into the road. Sink into the ground. Yeah, no, not -3, please. And then 6 in this direction. So that would be at the 45. So something similar to a roundabout. Except that these don't actually go into it. So actually, let's delete all that because I have to remake this. We need this going up 9. And then across 6 at 9. And then that going down, this coming out to here at 9. Because it needs to go over this. And that pillar may need to be replaced, may not. We'll see. Let's get rid of this. And then we need... Well, this direction needs to go that way too. Okay, so we're still running into the problem that this needs to process... This specific intersection is going to need to process a lot of people. And I want to plan ahead of time the ability to do so. Oh, that's right. No, that's not what I was thinking completely. Okay, so what I was thinking completely... Well, let's not snap to road guidelines. Can this actually go under? No. Because it drops too quick to get into that. So that is a issue. So we're going to have to get rid of that. So the idea is that these two roads are not connected directly. So let's get the idea of how that would work first. So say we did something like that. Why are they grassed? Okay, now we also need these to transition between each other, but in a way that is more direct. So like that. We then need to, okay, that's all the offs. So this, then we are probably going to have an on that stretches out from here out to there or something like that. But that still begs the question of how to get traffic going towards the top of the screen to the left side. But I do like this to start with. I do like that to start with because that ensures that everything is separated. In fact, this should be elevated, I would think. Just because it is elevating as it goes off in that direction. Okay, then back normal. And then... Okay, we do want this up off the ground. So that it can snap to the side right there, like that. We then need... In fact, this could be one way at that point. But we'll change that as we get there. Well, that does work to some degree. Yeah, because the pillar in the middle has no pillar at that point. Although if we stretch it out a little, it's going to have a pillar no matter what. Okay, but it can connect into this just fine, but I do kind of want to add an angle that would be good too. So to there. No, just straight on. That's going to make it curve. Oh boy. Okay, so it needs to be further out is what that's saying, essentially. And I did not take how many units I went out the first time. So, say right there. Then if we go from there to there, it looks a lot straighter. Okay, so that will simply turn onto the road right there. And then we need something similar on this side. Ooh, I, again, did not take how far that went out. So this is going to be somewhat of a guess. I think it was like right there, 6 units. 6 units might have been it. Yeah, we're gonna say 6 units probably was it. It doesn't look like it needs a pillar because it looks like the canal is actually supporting it. So now that we got that, we now need a way for this road, people driving towards the top, to be able to get over to this side. Actually, if I just... No, because if I make it a big roundabout, people will be driving through the middle of that, and we don't actually want that at all. Can we... Because we can't get it high enough going in this direction. It's too short of a distance. Have it go from there, though. Because right there looks like it's supported. So it'll actually... It won't actually look bad. We can have it go up 9 right there. If we look at it, you could almost see it almost lines up exactly on the canal. Let's see if we can't get that a little bit better, actually. Nope, that is a little bit worse. Right about there. And it lost its 9 height, which is making it so that... Oh no, it just doesn't like to connect in general. Okay. Ah, right there. Perfect. Kind of. Wait, no, the top is off. The bottom is skewing. So how do we get this straight? Like, I want it to go straight across, but obviously this has other ideas. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother with trying to make it super, super straight. So we're just going to have it lift up. And then... So remember, this has to... Or I want this mirrored. So it has to pass by itself. So we'll say to there. And we'll try to make it on this side. As long as we can... get it... Oh, no, straight. As long as we can get it looking fairly mirrored, I'll be okay with that. Okay, a little further back. That's a little too far. A little further forward. It's like snapping right there. And ooh, right there, I do believe is actually mirrored. I do believe it had a similar kind of turn right there. And just like that. Oh, wow, this is becoming spaghetti, but it's actually working, so I am not complaining too much. Okay, so basically this is going to have to hop over and even out. Or we could just make it straight to the other side of these. And I did not actually see if that interfered with this. I don't think it does, but we do have a light pole sticking through the concrete on this one too. Pretty close, not quite. So that kind of shows that they are a little off, but not terribly. Okay, so I'm thinking about right there. And that did not want to go. We did it at the 5. Because as you see, this road is highlighted, so it does not actually like it connecting like that. And to be fair, neither do I. Let's actually elevate that road and this road. And then we'll kind of make this a little bit of a nicer decline. Ooh, that... And it wants to be flat right there, which is irritating. Okay, well, lifting it a little helped it to some degree, even if it does look kind of terrible still. So, let's lift this a little until the flat point jumps in there. A second frog hit me. Okay, well, that looks pretty good, and we can probably actually even lower this a bit. Not too much, because obviously we need cars going under it. But once we actually have cars going under it, we can actually min-max it so that we can see Okay, so we have the vehicles being able to go in every direction but through. Well, that seems to be a slight oversight. We need a through as well, huh? Yeah, I don't think a through is going to work right there. At least not very well. Yeah, that's quite the oversight. We could try. Up to 18. It's to try to lift it right there. This is getting ridiculous, though. More ridiculous intersections. Curving it to right there. That actually does not run into anything at all other than that pillar disappeared. Okay. Let's try that again. I'd have to put it in first and then put the road in below for the pillar to stay. But... And then, actually, the most logical would just to be, like, to connect into that. Say I did that. Something like that. Obviously not that. Or... But we don't have any main roads going north-south. That is one of the big problems I accidentally failed to do with this. The idea is if we have a main road going north-south, maybe say right here, or maybe just the top-bottom being major roads. They're supposed to be that anyways. The idea is that we wouldn't need all of this mess necessarily. In fact, if we just left it at that, that would kind of make this the main road to get on and off the highway. But that would suggest that up here not be connected to down here. So that's the thought there. I do kind of like how this turned out. It's kind of a cool look. So I do think we'll do something like that. Let's move on for the time being and try to get the rest of the city in here. Get rid of these. Back that off a bit. Let's get a road through here. We do need it straight. Oh, that comes up too. Okay. Jumps over. And then... Oh. Road guidelines. I need you to match up very nicely. Match to the road. I need you up 2 again. And that actually declines on both sides, which is quite interesting. And then that actually lifts up to that one, which is actually quite logical, but interesting at the same time. Okay, so next, let's throw the trams in here. And straight, except we need it on this one. So just like that, let's upgrade the roads now to this heavier. And I do believe we will need to elevate these because that's just ridiculous. Why would a bridge go down to cross over something? So let's just even that out because there's really no reason for it to go down like that. So we'll just even it across. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it a little more precisely. So we'll straight line from... Well, You know what? That's fine. So, right there is level. We'll have it jump across. Ooh, it makes a big bridge too. And that is level. And that goes down too. So perfect. I actually do like the fact that it made a big bridge. Oh, how I wish there were undos in this game. Yeah, just to right there. Let's get that connected again. You turn off. Like, I get it would be a pain to have to turn things on after you placed them. But at the same time, this almost does feel a little irritating to have to do every time. Yeah, just like that. That's actually level all the way across. Or so it says. No, there's a slight decline right there, but... that's interesting. Okay. Actually, can we? Because I do like the look of that. Can we upgrade you? Oh, I like that. I like how that looks. In fact, let's upgrade you too. And you. Why not? Make it look very nice. Although those ones look shorter than this one. In fact, they are. Even though they're connected on the same place on both sides. Okay, well, that's interesting. But the idea is that the highway is not connected to this, but I do want stuff to be able to be in the middle here if I so choose. So, oh wow, really? It goes down one too. You know what? Stick to the ground. I want the ground right here. We'll have it come to right there for the time being. And there we go. I think that's how we're going to have it. That this is actually going to be just one massive on-off ramp for the highway. So, yeah, all the traffic is going to be flowing immediately through here, which should be okay. This road should be big enough to handle all the traffic, especially with how I have it. There should be absolutely no cars going or crossing over, really. So let's do what we did on the bottom side up here. Back that off a bit more. In fact, let's road guideline this. So starting right there, and we'll actually do it with Big Road because we did it with Big Road on the other side, technically. We need this up to... Don't stick to the ground, please. Now that's for height. Wait, it's starting 2 meters off the ground, which we don't want. Well, yeah, you know what? We'll have it 2 meters off the ground. And level. Jump across. Oh, how I love the fact that it bridges. And that is actually level. Huh. So it needs to go up to... That is level. Cross. And it goes down to on that side. Okay, perfect. Let's get that monorail in. Let's attach to that and hope that the snapping works. There we go. Attach it over there. Now, see, the thing is that the monorail does have to go through this in some way. Of course, we could have it split off and just cross over the canal and then reattach on the other side too. So that is an option. Although it is very clear on this side, we could just have it go over right there. And I feel like right here is bumped up a little. Let's, like right here is bumped up a little. Let's not have that bumped up a little. Okay, there we go. Okay then. There's some stuff done. Let's extend this out similarly. Keep it on the ground. 1, 2. And at the 5, goes up 1 at that point. There we go. You off. Okay, so if we're going to have the highway underground, in fact, we could actually just have this road go underground from right there. Because if we're going to have it do that, then we can have highway run along each side, and that way on-ramp, off-ramp kind of thing. So, yeah. It's going to be on the fast lane side, though, unfortunately. So that's not going to be as effective. But that would be something that works. So let's get rid of those. Let's go to... I don't like the concept of a 2-lane highway like that. So we'll just have it as this big road going underground. So down 9. Not sticking to the road, please. I do want this going underground. Just like that. Let's do the same for the other side. From you to there. Down 9. Okay, and then we need the highway to come along the side right here. Although that does seem really close with how that's connecting. Or snapping, should I say. So... let's have, although at that point the highway only probably needs to be 2, if not only 1, as not many people should be just going through. And I say that because I am going to be extending this highway out and around, although at the moment it won't be able to do that as effectively because we do need to buy this corner. Because I think having it cross and then coming up here and then having this highway having a junction right there that comes across. So, for the time being, we do need a highway that comes off of this, though. Okay, so we know for sure that we want it here. So let's just extend out a patch of it. Say 35. Ooh, that's not lining up very well, so we'll do it at the 25. And then on the other side as well. That is not lined up with that. So right there, 25. Just like that. Sorry, I needed a drink there. It's been dry. A little drier. Like the ice cream. Dryers. Okay, let's not do that. Can we have it attach, or not attach, but go underneath? Because what I want to do is I want this to bend off if it can. At the steepest slope possible, 41.5. So it should be the same here, 41.5, very good. And that is one of our connection. Okay, underground. And that is actually one of our connections. So now we can actually upgrade that to that. Have a smaller highway going underneath. And obviously this side going that way. Okay, so let's do something similar to that over here. It is very mirror centric. So right there, out 25. Just so that we can make sure that these connections are on here well. So right there, 25. Okay, now we need, and the reason you put the road in the middle here is to force split the the 2 roads I'm pulling off. Otherwise, they're going to try to take the middle of it, and that's just going to mess things up. So that was the timer, though, so that means that this has to be the end of the episode. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it does help the channel, and do subscribe if you're not already to catch the next episode as it comes out. That's not wanting to hit 5 for some reason. Zoom in a little, maybe we'll get some finer control. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. And do check out the description below to see how you can help support the channel through its Patreon. But for now, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye. I like that.